5, which is these lovely gentlemen sitting right next to me, Jim, PJ, and Dave.
What's up?
How's it going?
Cool. Now, what's the band all about?
The band is all about rocking out as hard as we possibly can,
Having a good time.
a great time while we do it, and
Making sure everyone else has a good time
yeah,
as well.
pretty much translating that to the crowd,
Also
feeding off
making,
their energy.
Great music, great record.
Mhm.
Just pretty much, putting on a great show.
Yeah.
Well, what's a good point of comparison? I mean, everybody always, I know guys who play the music hate the sounds like comparison, but,
Yeah.
you got to give people
Comparison,
something.
I guess probably maybe the better way to do this would just be to talk about, I guess, some of our big influences musically, and hopefully from that you can kind of get an idea of where we're coming from.
Yeah. That's a good
For me personally, I'm really into the 90s alternative. All the stuff that came out of Seattle was a big deal to me, and also a lot of the old school stuff like Zeppelin and AC/DC, Rolling Stones, some of the bluesier stuff like that. So that's a big thing for me in terms of singers and everything like that.
Yeah, I like a lot more, melodic stuff. I'm a big U2 fan. That doesn't really, come off in the music too much, but I really like them a lot. As far as sound goes, I think we're comparable to STP type stuff and Soundgarden, things of that nature.
As for me, I like definitely Alice in Chains is one of my big favorites. John Bonham's one of my favorite drummers from Led Zeppelin. STP again, Soundgarden, Audio Slave, the list goes on. But from that, you can hear a lot of that in our music.
And I just grew up on Tool, so I like A Perfect Circle, that sort of thing. But I'm still a big fan of Stone Temple Pilots, So pretty much we all like the same thing. It's like our base,
Yeah.
So it's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, now, you guys have been around for what, just over a year? And you got a disc coming out?
Yeah, we're
We do.
releasing a record in March '09, and we've been a unit collectively with Archie for about a little over a year now.
Yeah,
A
right
unit.
before Thanksgiving last year is when I first stepped on board. So it's been a great ride ever
Yeah.
since.
Yeah, you guys are part of the upstate scene. Now, what's going on up there?
The upstate
Upstate.
scene. Everything is upstate if you live in the
New York
city.
Well, that's true.
But
Technically speaking.
I don't know. I guess because I go to
Much goes
Vassar,
on.
so I just don't. I barely get off campus. I don't even have a car. So
There's definitely a lot of talent upstate, that
Yeah.
people don't necessarily hear about too much, but we all got a lot of good friends that are in some pretty good bands. But mainly up there, the hardcore music is still alive and well
Yeah.
up around where we are.
That's what mostly what it is just hardcore.
But there's been a lot of good
Trails
bands.
of emo.
Yeah, but there's been a lot of good bands, to come out of the area, like Mashbuck Romance, and Just Surrender, and guys like that. They all rock out pretty well.
Now, what do you guys think of the current state of the music world? I mean, you've got Guns N' Roses' first album in, 18 years, and they're
Yeah.
already complaining it didn't sell 1 billion copies?
yeah,
And
I
now it's not
think you know what? Honestly, I think Axl Rose is an immensely talented guy. I think it was just one of those cases where it's like with cooking dinner. If you cook it too long, it might not come out right. I think that's kind of what happened with that album. I heard bootleg versions of it a couple of years ago, and it was sounding pretty good back then. It still sounds good now, but I think it was just a case of kind of waiting for it too much.
Yeah, maybe.
I think all these things are evidence that rock is definitely coming back with a new
Yeah.
Gn'R record and a new AC/DC record.
Mhm.
Talk of Led Zeppelin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the state of rock, I think, is coming back. And Guitar Hero has a huge role in that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, rock band, all that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
definitely.
So what do you think, though? I mean, you just mentioned the Zeppelin comeback. Can Zeppelin be Zeppelin with the guy from Alter Bridge?
Oh,
man,
such a
absolutely
good
not, no.
question.
I love Miles Kennedy. He's a great singer. He's amazing.
There's only one Robert Plant.
There is only one route. I'm a huge Zeppelin fan, and there is definitely only one
There's only
route.
one.
But,
There's only one
But Miles
but-
Kennedy, I heard he can rip it. I heard
Yeah.
he can do it.
Yeah,
So
I
if
am
he can
willing
do
to
it,
give
then
it a
I give him
chance.
props. I want
A
to
fair
hear it.
shot.
I think he can do it. I don't know if everyone else in the world thinks he can do it. There's
Yeah,
probably
he's-
going to be a lot of people that are like,
Yeah.
It's not Robert,
Yeah.
so I won't even
Yeah,
listen.
you know what?
I
As
would
much
listen,
as much as I love Zeppelin, and I would, oh my God, I would seriously cut off my right arm right now to be on stage with them. But
Yeah.
I kind of don't envy that kid because he's got so much pressure on him right now. You know, like the legend of Robert Plant. That's a huge shadow to try to step out of.
Yeah.
So what are you guys listening to these days? I mean, what's the last show you actually paid for?
I've never paid for a show in my
This,
life.
this is going back years, man.
Last show I paid
Last
for,
show.
I saw.
I don't even know.
Did you pay for Muse?
No, the last show I saw was in Ohio, and it was Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
Oh, you know what? I know the last show I paid for.
That was a good show. That was
Yeah,
cool.
last show I paid for was also the only show that I've ever gone to for a big band that I didn't play. And yeah, the only major concert that I've ever been to in my life that I wasn't part of is The Offspring, senior year of high school. They came down to Venezuela where I was, and I chilled, got to watch them play. They have a great live show.
Last show I paid for was the Goo Goo Dolls at the Civic Center back in '06.
Woo, upstate.
I think the last show I paid for was the Ashes Divide show. Did we pay
Did you
for
pay
that?
for that?
I think I did because like I showed up late or something. I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe I don't know.
Sad were you?
This is going back a very long time ago.
I think you paid for
I paid for it. Yeah, I
Did
think I
you?
did too.
Oh.
It was a great show. I mean, Billy is just awesome. Just a great songwriter. He's a great singer. I'm a big fan of him.
Oh, dude, you know what's awesome live? Finger 11. We played with them earlier this summer, and Cedar and Finger 11, and they are nuts on stage. Their guitar player, I don't know his name, the dude with the big long hair and the beard,
I think
he's great. What's his name?
James Black, I think.
Maybe,
there we go.
maybe. He is nuts on stage. He's so cool. I was like, he was just going
They're all
wild.
really cool guys, though.
Yeah, they were
invited
really,
us
we
back
got
on
to
the
meet
bus
them, and they
everything.
invited us
Yeah,
back, and they were really
cool.
chill. They were
Yeah.
really nice guys.
So have you guys now played outside of New York, or are you just playing around the area?
So far, just in
So
the
far,
area,
just New York,
but
yeah.
fingers crossed, very soon.
Yep. Hopefully in the summer we'll be on tour.
Yeah.
Definitely. We don't know who with yet, but it's definitely getting set up for a summer tour
Mm-hmm.
in the U.S. I think. We could go to Europe. We could go to U.S.
No
we don't know
quotes.
yet.
We definitely got stuff in the works, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, last question. I mean, you guys ready to load up the van and go for it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I was born for this.
It's
man.
all we've ever wanted. All four of us. It's
Yeah.
all we've ever wanted is
Seriously.
to do this.
Absolutely. I was born for this. I want to do this, and I will do it.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the best part of being in the band is not the band, is to go out and travel and see everything and meet a whole bunch of
Yeah.
people, and everyone has a great time in the process.
Yeah, I don't. I'm about to graduate from college this year in May, and I don't want to get a day job. And my mom gave me a good piece of advice when I was young. She was like, do what you love, and you'll never have to work a day in your life, which is just basically that if you love it, it's not going to seem like
Yeah,
work.
it's not like
And
work.
this is definitely the case for this. So I hope I never have to work a day in my life.
Yeah.
Sounds good, guys. Is there anything you want to close with?
I really
Yeah.
like your tie.
Yeah, that is a nice tie.
That's a pretty nice tie.
Yeah, I'd like to thank all the fans who log into this and listen to it. I would like to plug the records and get released March 09 and hit our MySpace, myspace.com/sugarreddrive.com.
No, you don't put it in the .com. It's just myspace.com/sugarreddrive.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Check it
Yeah.
out, send us
Like
a
that.
message, and we're nice guys.
Yeah,
We'll be
come talk
talking
to us after shows.